Training hard but not growing? This might be the reason why. You show up to the gym, you push yourself, you follow a routine, yet your progress feels stuck. And no matter how hard you train, nothing changes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You could be doing everything you think is right and still killing your gains. These gym mistakes don't just slow progress, they stop it completely. And the worst part, most natural lifters repeat them every single day without realizing it. If you train drug-free and want real muscle growth, fixing these mistakes matters more than adding another workout. Once you spot them, your progress can change fast. This video is for natural, drug-free lifters, especially beginners and intermediates who feel stuck despite training hard. If your progress has slowed or completely stalled, this is for you. There's no steroids drama here, no fake motivation, and no extreme advice. Just honest, practical information you can actually use in the gym. Today, we're breaking down the biggest gym mistakes killing natural gains. Fixing even one of these can unlock progress that's been missing for months. You don't need a new workout plan. You don't need more volume. You don't need more workouts. You need fewer mistakes. One of the fastest ways to kill natural gains is ego lifting, chasing heavier weights instead of building muscle. When the focus is only on numbers, form usually breaks down. Momentum replaces muscle tension, and the target muscle does less work than you think. Poor form shifts stress away from muscles and onto joints, tendons, and the lower back. At first, this might feel like progress because the weight on the bar goes up, but over time, it leads to nagging pain, stalled strength, and eventually injury. An injury is brutal for natural lifters. Forced breaks mean lost momentum, lost strength, and sometimes months of rebuilding just to get back where you were. No amount of motivation can outwork damaged joints. The fix is simple, but not easy. Control your reps. Use a full range of motion. Slow down the eccentric. Keep tension on the muscle instead of bouncing the weight. If you can't control the weight, it's too heavy. Remember, muscles don't know numbers. They know tension. Lift with intent, not ego. Quality reps, build muscle. Ego reps, build setbacks. One of the most common mistakes natural lifters make is program hopping, jumping from one workout plan to another every few weeks. The problem with this approach is simple. Your body never gets enough time to adapt. Muscle growth happens when the same movements are repeated over time with gradual increases in demand. When you constantly change exercises, rep schemes, or splits, your muscles are always learning but never progressing. There's no stable foundation to build strength or size on. Muscles don't grow from novelty, they grow from repeated exposure. Progressive overload only works when you track the same lifts and slowly improve them. Switching programs too often resets that process and makes real progress impossible to measure. Many lifters mistake feeling sore or tired for progress. But soreness isn't growth, and exhaustion isn't improvement. Without tracking weights, reps, and performance, there's no clear direction forward. The fix is discipline, not excitement. Pick a solid program and stick to it for at least 8 to 12 weeks. Track your lifts, aim for small improvements, and let adaptation do its job. Consistency builds muscle. Novelty builds confusion. One of the biggest reasons natural lifters fail to grow is undereating, even while training hard. Many people say I eat a lot, but eating a lot doesn't automatically mean you're in a calorie surplus. Large meals on some days can easily be canceled out by small portions or skipped meals on others. Muscle growth is an energy-demanding process. Without enough total calories, your body prioritizes survival and daily function, not building new muscle tissue. This is why protein alone isn't enough. Protein without sufficient calories cannot drive growth, no matter how clean or high quality your diet is. The scale tells the truth. If your body weight isn't slowly increasing over time, muscle isn't being built. You might feel stronger or more pumped, but without a consistent upward trend on the scale, real growth is unlikely. Many lifters eat well during the week, but undereat on busy days or weekends, unknowingly wiping out progress. Muscle growth requires daily consistency, not occasional effort. The fix is simple and practical. Eat consistently, not occasionally. Track your intake, monitor your weight, and make small adjustments. When food matches training, gains finally show up. Many natural lifters train hard but sabotage their progress by ignoring sleep and recovery. Lifting weights breaks muscle down. Recovery is what builds it back stronger. When sleep is short or inconsistent, recovery drops and so do gains. Less sleep means lower recovery capacity. Strength decreases. Hormones that support muscle repair decline, and fatigue builds up faster. Even the best training program won't work if your body is constantly running on empty. A common mistake is trying to fix slow progress by adding more workouts. But more training does not equal more muscle, especially for natural lifters. Excessive volume and frequency push recovery behind training demand, leading to stalled strength, poor performance, and nagging injuries. This is how overtraining sneaks in. Progress plateaus, motivation drops, and the gym starts feeling harder instead of productive. At that point, effort increases, but results disappear. The fix is straightforward but often ignored. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night and schedule regular rest days. Rest isn't time wasted, it's where growth happens. Train hard, but recover harder. Without recovery, natural gains simply don't survive. One of the most damaging mistakes natural lifters make is copying routines designed for enhanced athletes. These programs often feature extremely high volume, frequent training, and intense intensity techniques. What many don't realize is that high volume is not natural friendly. Enhanced athletes recover faster due to artificial support. Their bodies can handle more sets, more sessions, and less rest. Natural lifters don't have that recovery advantage. When you follow the same routines, you create a recovery mismatch. Training demand exceeds what your body can repair. The result is predictable: constant fatigue, stalled strength, sore joints, and no visible muscle growth. Instead of building muscle, you're just accumulating stress. Over time, this leads to burnout or injury. Another issue is unrealistic expectations. Seeing enhanced physiques perform massive workouts creates the belief that more is better. When results don't match the effort, frustration sets in and confidence drops. The fix is simple but powerful. Train for your recovery ability. Choose moderate volume, prioritize compound lifts, and allow enough rest between sessions. Progress comes from what you can recover from. What looks impressive on social media? Natural training isn't about doing the most. It's about doing what works for your body consistently. Chasing the pump is one of the most misleading habits in the gym. Strong pump feels productive, but feeling worked doesn't always mean you're building muscle. Pumps come from increased blood flow, not from long-term growth. Muscle growth requires progressive overload. Without gradually increasing weight, reps, or control over time, your body has no reason to adapt. You can leave the gym exhausted and sore, but if your performance isn't improving, muscle growth will stall. Many lifters rotate exercises, reps, and intensity purely to chase that pump feeling. This creates constant fatigue without a clear direction. Over time, workouts become harder, but progress stays the same. Progression doesn't need to be dramatic. Adding one rep, a small amount of weight, or improving form is enough when done consistently. These small improvements compound into real gains. The fix is discipline, not intensity. Track your lifts, write down weights, reps, and sets. Aim for gradual strength increases while maintaining proper form. Remember this: pumps fade in minutes. Progression builds muscle for years. Train with a purpose, not just for a feeling. Natural gains are fragile but powerful. They don't come from extremes hype or doing everything at once. They come from getting the basics right and repeating them day after day. When even small mistakes are repeated daily, poor sleep, inconsistent eating, sloppy form, progress slowly disappears. The good news is this: fixing the basics can unlock growth fast. You don't need a new program, a new supplement, or more motivation. You need clarity and consistency. Train with purpose instead of ego. Eat enough instead of guessing. Cover fully instead of pushing nonstop.
Natural muscle growth rewards patience.
It may not be flashy, but it's real, sustainable, and long-lasting. When you respect recovery, track progression, and stick to a plan, your body adapts every time. Remember these truths: muscle isn't built by intensity, it's built by consistency. Stop trying to do everything. Start doing the right things. Train smart, eat enough, recover fully. Natural gains will follow.